Welcome to Healing Minds, a place where you explore your inner world and learn healing practices to a better mental well-being. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a video. Hi everyone, welcome to the first lesson. In this lesson, your objective is to find out what type of anxiety you have. There are 7 different types, and I'm going to go briefly over them, and in future lessons, I may focus on each one. So once you determine what type of anxiety you have, it's a learning process. You learn about it. Once you learn about it, you learn how to manage it and the best ways to heal your type of anxiety. And I'm going to give you a quick lesson in which you can start right away. And it's just answering several questions about your anxiety, how it is impacting your life. Once you know the impact in your life, you want to learn ways to manage it, and that's what we're going to do on following lessons. I like to take this step by step. It's a process. As a healing is a daily journey. It's not something you just package it all up and you learn everything at once. You got to learn skills a little by little. And this is an open group. Feel free to leave any comments or any questions and I'll quickly answer them. So let's begin with this lesson on what type of anxiety do you have? You'll be able to answer that. And you are going to learn to identify it and the impact it is having on your life. And that's going to have to do with the questions I'm going to ask you to answer in the next 2 weeks. We come back and we share what we have learned about our anxiety. Okay, I'm so happy that you're here, and let's get started, everyone. There are 7 types of anxiety. Which one impacts you? Number 1, generalized anxiety disorder. If you have GAD, you tend to worry about the same things as other people, but the main difference is that you worry more and you worry more often. Number 2, health anxiety. Concern about your health seriously affects your life, getting in the way of the important relationships or things that you enjoy. Number 3, obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD, suffering from obsessions and compulsions. Obsessions are unwanted thoughts, images, urges, or doubts that you find unacceptable and which make you feel anxious. Compulsions are things that you do or ways that you react in response to your obsessions. Number 4, panic disorder, or having panic attacks, is a sudden surge of intense fear which is accompanied by strong body feelings, such as your heart beating rapidly or finding it hard to breathe, and catastrophic thoughts such as thinking that you will lose control or die. Number 5, post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD. During a trauma, it is common to feel powerful emotions and body sensations or to have frightening thoughts. This can continue with PTSD. Number 6, social anxiety disorder is a chronic mental health condition in which social interactions cause irrational anxiety. And number 7, a specific phobia, which is an overwhelming and unreasonable fear of objects or situations that pose little real danger but provoke anxiety and avoidance. Determine what type of anxiety is visiting your life. You meet the visitor, and learn ways to manage it so they don't overpower your life. This is why you are learning these skills, is to manage your particular anxiety. When you understand or learn about your anxiety and triggers, you learn what will work in your life to eliminate it or lower its intensity. The more you understand, the more you are able to manage. This 2-week practice, I want you to monitor your anxiety according to the printout provided. You can write in your journal instead, or you can use the PDF. What keeps showing up to activate your anxiety? Writing allows you to see it, even if it is uncomfortable in the beginning. If you would like the PDF worksheet, please reply in the comments below. So let's get started. Feel free to ask me any questions during learning this skill. The next 2 weeks, I want you to monitor what is causing your anxiety. Once you understand what it is, then you'll learn ways to heal and manage your anxiety. So let's look at this PDF. You can either complete it on this worksheet or in your journal, Healing Anxiety. Choose one event daily that is causing anxiety. You will find repetitive situations. You will see the same situations stir your emotions and cause anxiety. These will be ones you will try to manage in order to relieve your anxiety. There may be situations where you no longer need in your life and can eliminate. I want you to answer these questions. First is a situation. Look at your situation in the next 2 weeks. Who were you with at the time? What were you up to? What were you doing? When did it take place? These are situational questions that impact you when you have an anxious moment. So understand and see if when you're recording in this for 2 weeks, is it the same? Is it repetition? And during those situations, I want you to look at your emotions. What emotions did you experience? Rate the intensity from 1 to 10, 10 being the most intense. Emotions can be fear, or it can be irritability, anger, anything intense that is coming along with the anxiety right over here. And then the anxious thoughts. What are you fearing will happen? So this anxiety-provoking event, what do you fear would be the outcome of it? Because it's more futuristic, and that is causing your anxious thoughts. You would record that also. And finally, I want you to identify your coping mechanisms. How did you deal with the emotions you were experiencing? What precautions did you take? So you want to understand if your coping mechanisms are helping or hindering you. Is it something unhealthy that you're turning to for your coping mechanism? So start recording it here. So once you record, at least for 2 weeks, and have a better understanding, and of course this is after you select, your type of anxiety, what's occurring, then in future lessons, I will share with you ways to help yourself in order to manage it.